Good morning, art buddies. You are live. Welcome to Bricolage with Paint Girly. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. Gosh, it looks like here in South Jersey we're going to have a day of rain, so we'll just see, but it's still very muggy here. I just had something pop up, I guess a couple of days ago on, I don't know, I guess it was my Instagram. Something called cloud clay. And they were fiddling with it and pushing it and squishing it. See, I'm into that kinda textile stuff. So I thought, well, that might be fun to fuss around with today. So that's what I'm gonna do. So it looks like an experiment, right? Well, it's gonna be because I haven't tried it yet. So there's a variety of recipes you can find to make this kind of clay or dough. A lot of the articles call it dough, cloud dough. And, supposedly it dries, I don't know how long. I didn't have time to do a lot of research on that, but I got out some of my pigment paints. Now, the little video that I watched, it looked like the gal was using some kind of, maybe, food coloring, which I don't have. So, I'm gonna try my pigment powders, and then I'm gonna try a couple other things. And of course, it's not gonna dry during the live. So I'm just gonna see how it works, um, really just to use my, wax seal stamps. I bought 2 little wax seal stamps a little while ago, and I thought, well, maybe I could use them like that. And I think I could probably roll it out and then maybe do some imprinting like with the now this is a smaller version and this isn't Stampin' Up, but it's the same idea, like a little wheelie stamp imprinty thing. So I'm just going to see how it goes. And I don't know how long I'll be on. We've got an appointment later today to do some visiting with a facility for my mom. And there's Jen. Hi, Kitty Jen. She said she sent me a message that she uploaded her. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I'll have to check that out. My brain's been a little bit scattered, but I do try to give myself a little downtime. All right. So I'm just going to get started and hopefully some folks will come in and see what I'm up to. So if you have a question for me, as always, put it in caps. It's easier for me to see. I'm just going to sip on my coffee. Now, when you wanna make this is like making homemade Play-Doh, I think, but for some reason, this looked softer than that, and the recipe I found said, um, conditioner, hair conditioner, and cornstarch. So I have a little bit of hair conditioner left in here, and I have it upside down so it'll come out, quickly for me, hopefully, and I just stole my cornstarch out of the kitchen. So it's liable to be messy. These are a couple of little tools that I had laying around from when I ordered some, um, what's that clear stuff? Resin stuff. So I didn't have a lot of air conditioner. I didn't have a lot of shampoo conditioner, hair conditioner stuff. So I didn't want to use like a quarter cup measure, right? Because that's a whole lot. And I know, right, Jen? It isn't interesting. Hey, there's Dawn. Hi, Dawn. How's your hand? How's your little hand doing, Dawn? Um, so I just am using these little cups and I put some water in and did just a little measure line. I have no idea what this is, but the recipe I looked at said 1 part conditioner to 2 parts cornstarch. Now I just looked up, you're doing great, fabulous. I'm glad to hear that. I looked up if you could use glycerin instead of, the conditioner. But with the glycerin, there's other products you have to use and include. But this is just the 2 ingredients, so I thought I would try that. like I said, the little video I watched, it looked like the gal dripped in some food coloring. So what I'm going to do is when I put my conditioner in. Oh, you're welcome. I, think of a lot of you gals really quite often, but my life is just I'm kind of on a hamster wheel right now. Um, Yesterday, I feel like we've made some progress, so I don't want to get into all that. I think a lot of times health things it's good to chat, but I just want to keep things upbeat. And I know sometimes talking about health stuff can be a downer for folks. And, I'm thinking about the folks that might replay. So if you have any questions for me about how my mom's doing and stuff like that, hey, just private message me. We can chat. That'd be fine. But I do thank you for all the messages that I have been receiving and the encouragement that you all provide me. It's just really wonderful. Good morning, Kimberly. So, what I'm going to do is when I put my hair conditioner in, I'm going to put some of this powdered. Um, hey, Judy. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We'll see. It just looks like it really will be really a cool thing. Now, of course, this is something you could make if you have any little people in your life. And like I said, I don't know how it's going to dry. I'll have to get back to you on that. It may crack. I don't know. I don't know. I just thought I wanted to make it, and then I thought, well, how will I use it? So then I thought, well, maybe I could use it with, my little waxing stamps. Good morning, Judy. Oh, nice to see everybody this morning. Okay. So, yeah, it might be a good substitute for polymer clay. I'm not sure. I saw something interesting this morning called a cold porcelain clay, and that kind of piqued my interest too. So, I don't know. And there's our cat. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Okay, so hopefully I haven't missed anyone that's just popped in. If you do, just remind me that if I've missed you, remind me that I didn't see and just say hi again or whatever. Give me a nudge. Give me a nudge. All right, so I've got a little mixing bowl. I've got these two little cups that I just put some water in and made a little measure line because I don't have that much hair conditioner. A couple little mixing tools, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, so I have no idea. It's liable to be messy. So just two ingredients for this. Now it didn't say any certain kind of uh, hair conditioner. It just said hair conditioner. One of the pictures I saw did have a Suave product they were using. That's what I have. And this has a lovely scent, so that's something to consider too, right? So now I'm going to dump my conditioner in. I was thinking these might work as a little, scrapey tool to clean out my container and get all. So this recipe for cloud clay or cloud dough is 1 part hair conditioner and 2 parts cornstarch. Now, because the cornstarch is powdery and the pigment that I want to give and use for color is powdery, I thought maybe I would put the pigment color in now. So I try to think of colors that might work with journals that I have. So I just pulled out a couple of things. Of course, I'm a green face. I love greens. This is called Pear Blossom, and it is Primary Elements Artist Pigment. And I don't know that I want a whole lot of this in it. Ooh, that's kind of lime greenish, isn't it? Oh, this one here is called Kiwi. Let's see. Now, a lot of these have a sparkle. Ooh. Maybe I'll do a combo. How big can that be, right? So I have this little spoon. I'm going to take a little scoop of that. Clean off my spoon. So I hope everyone's doing well. What's everybody up to? A little scoop of this and a little scoop of that. Now these pigments are kind of crazy because they look one way, but a lot of times when you put your medium, your liquid medium to them and mix them, they turn out a different color. And they've got different, like a different, not a property to it, but a different, oh gosh, this isn't really mixing in and changing the color. Well, this isn't working. See, this is what I didn't know. So this well, it's tinting it a little tiny bit. So let's add some more. Maybe I'll get a bigger spoon. Get one of these spoons. Whoa. All right, let's try that. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of kiwi. All right, Judy's waiting for breakfast. What's she having today? Cooking and reading and another air alert. Oh, really? Oh, foo. That's not fun. So I got to see the littles. They came over for a swim on, I think it was Thursday, right? Yeah, that's when I streamed last. So we had a good time in the pool. You know what? This isn't a good stirry thing. Let's put that aside. Let's try this spoon. Now, it might be that once I put the, what does Dawn say? I have the day to myself. Oh, nice. So I'm taking rest time for now, and I may end up at my craft space later. Wonderful. Okay, so this is getting, I think maybe when I put the cornstarch in and start kneading it, you probably can't see that there's a whole lot of color going on in there. But I don't want anything too dark, I don't think. And then I'm also thinking if I need to, I could probably just spray in some of my like dilutions, right? Kind of spray. All right, so this is my dry container for my dry measure. So again, for those who may have not been here, I've got 1 part hair conditioner and 2 parts cornstarch. At least that's the plan. So I think I'm going to trim this little bag to maybe give me hopefully a little more success in getting this into my container here. And I just put some water in these little containers, same amount. Now cornstarch is clingy, so it's clinging to the side of that. I think I've got the right amount in there. So that's 1, and I need 1 more. Thank you, Kathy. All right, let's see. Now I've got plenty of cornstarch. Now I didn't really look. I know there are other things you can use other than the cornstarch. Like you can use salt and flour and I don't know if it's water or whatever it is to make, you know, like a Play-Doh kind of thing. But what intrigued me with this is that they called it cloud dough or cloud clay. And it looked a lot softer to work with than the homemade Play-Doh that I've seen, you know, in years past. So I don't know. So now all you do is just mix this up, and then as it starts coming together, you start kneading it. Like I said, this could be an epic fail. Now I am getting more color. I'm trying some different things with my lighting, so I don't know how well you can see me. If you think I need a brighter light, let me know. I can put my other light on. See, now this is just like dough you would make for bread at this point. Now I have this piece of cardstock here to keep the glare from my lights, on my work surface. And now they say just to knead it. Of course, me, I want to get every little bit out. You see a pale green? Yeah, it's starting to, ooh, it's stuck to my work surface here. You know what? I was going to take the rings off. Let's do that. I know my nails might end up being a problem, but so that I don't have to do a major cleanup of my rings. Yeah, wax paper probably would be good. But I was thinking that once this starts rolling, or I could do like, like when you are making bread, put down a little more of the powder. Now I do have some, because I used powder and not a liquid, I do have some darker flakes. Now some of them, oh look, I forgot a ring. Some of them said, you could put glitter and stuff in here too. Has anybody else made what they call, okay, Judy, she's gonna go get her breakfast. Um, has anybody else tried making this, what they call cloud dough or cloud clay? It smells like my hair conditioner. What are they called? They just call it conditioner, right? I wonder if I do. Now this makes a pretty big lump. Now you can use any measurement that you want. If you want to not, if you want to, Dawn said she hasn't tried it yet, but she sees it in her future, maybe later today. Now I would think, see, my nails are not really good for this kind of jazz. Let's add a little more, just like we would if we were making bread. Let's add a little more powder. You've never made bread or clay, huh, Kimberly? Ooh, bread's so good. Okay, so now it's not as, because I've added that extra, it's not as pliable. Now, I was thinking you certainly could roll this out and use cookie cutters, right? I didn't pull out any of my cookie cutters. Let's see if I can get this last ring off. There we go. I'm liking my color. But I don't know if you guys can tell, like Play-Doh to me, even when it's store-bought, is has more of a grainy look to it. I don't know if you can really. This has got a real smooth texture. I don't know, Dawn. I don't know how it dries. I just saw a little video and it didn't really address that. It just showed you how to make it. So I have to get back to you on that, because I'm going to take little pieces of it and push my um, my little wax seal things in it, and then I'm gonna try my small little roly wheel. See, I could play with this forever and a day. Now, of course, there were other recipes that I didn't glance at them, to see what was involved, just the names of it, but you can make, clear, you can make what they call slime. This isn't really slimy, this is very dry and pliable. Now, it was a lot more pliable, of course, before I put down that extra powder. There's Gail. Good morning, Gail. Yeah, I'm trying to push and get on my regular time scale. I I was thinking not myself, but I'm pushing. I'm pushing. All right, so I'm going to sit this here and let's do one other color. Now I've got gold dust and I've got ginger peach. So let me clean my hands off a little bit and I'm going to go again. This time I'm not going to add the extra. I know, yes, it is a fidget reliever. I'm going to add I'm not going to add the extra corn powder, I mean cornstarch. And so I have one that's a little stiffer, and then on this one I'm going to make. I really don't need this big of a ball, right? So I'm wondering maybe I should find something. What else do I have that I could use smaller amounts? Let's see. I've got a couple little plastic things here. Oh, let's try these. Let's try these little guys. And then I can make a smaller amount and I can make other colors. Because really, I'm just trying this as an experiment. And this is such a big lump, you know? Yes, medicine cups would be great. I don't think we have any of those anymore. All right, so I'm putting in my hair conditioner. So that's going to be one part of the hair conditioner. Get my little scrapey tool. I didn't clean off. So let's do that. And once you figure out, you know, how you can use it or how you might like to use it. I mean, if you're making it for little people to play with, you know, you want a pretty good sized lump of it, right? But if you're trying to use it maybe in your art projects or your journals, junk journals, you might want to make a little smaller amounts. So that's what I was thinking. So one part of your conditioner to 2 parts of the cornstarch. And I don't think it matters. I'm going to try this time putting in my pigment powder just in when I put in the other ingredients. I'm going to open my bag a little more and just scoop this. One. Cornstarch is so silky if you've never used it. My grandmother used to use this for dusting powder. Yes, she did. All right, now I'm going to use some of that pigment powder and I'm going to use my gold dust. Let's see what this looks like. Num 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 num, so yummy. Oh, your son was making breakfast. Oh yes, that's even better, right? All right, now I'm just going to start mixing this up and we'll see what we end up with color-wise. Oh, this is kind of taking on a more of a pink. I don't know if you guys can see. More of a pink tone. Not really gold. Or like if you ever made a cream puff, you know, when you put your flour in your pot and your eggs. I don't know if there's butter or water in that. I forget. Probably maybe some water. And you start warming it up and you just keep working it and it starts cleaning off the sides of your pan. That's what I'm trying to do here. Clean off the sides of my. That really is quite orange. Doesn't look gold at all. I think color-wise, you'd be more successful maybe if you did use maybe some of your dilution sprays or inks, perhaps. I mean, this is pretty. It just doesn't look like gold. There ain't no gold not there, bowl. All right, let's see. Jen says her cat wants breakfast. It's that time. Hey, there's Christine G. Hi, Christine. All right, let's see. Let's grab up some of the rest of this. What's in the bowl? Now this is real soft and pliable. Christine's giving us all a hug. Now this may not work the way I want to use it. I know glitter would be cool, right? We may do a little glitter. Let's see. I'm thinking blue. I think I need something blue. All right, so that makes a nice little lump for experimenting, right? Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. Now let me take my baby wipe and let's just see if I can get this cleaned up enough to do a blue one, and then I'm going to put some glitter in the blue one. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's put that over there. So as far as mixing it up, I think it's working okay. Gold glitter. I don't think I passed the glitter to put. I don't really have gold. I've got that fine Moxie glitter. I have a champagne that is nice. Oh no, maybe I'm lying to you, Dawn. Hold on. I do have gold. Oh no, this is copper. It kind of looks goldish. So I've got copper. Hey, copper. I've got this champagne color, which to me is just very yummy. And then I've got these two blues. I don't know why I picked these out, but they're different, but really very close together. I don't know on camera if you can even tell the difference. This one is called Ocean, and this one is called Lagoon. The gold in the orange. You know, I'm wondering if it's too late for me to get it in there to be able to mix it in. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. Let's get a paper towel. A very good place to start. There's Miss Devin Rex. Hi, Dev. Yeah, my life has been a little cray-cray. So I'm just trying to stick to my schedule so my channel doesn't die. Okay, so 1 part hair, gosh, it's so slippery. 1 part hair conditioner. I lost some of my hair conditioners. Scoop out as much of that as I can. Of course, I lost some here. Lost quite a bit, actually. I don't know that that's going to make a difference. Okay, so let me just tell you this. I don't want to get into any medical stuff, okay? Just want to keep things light, but I'm just going to tell you this. My husband and I were looking and visiting a place, that we think would work for my mom. And in the room that we were looking at had 2 windows that had some green space and trees and stuff out the windows. And as we were looking, the people that were taking us through the tour said, "Oh my gosh, they're there. There they are." And there were 3 young bucks out the window munching on the grass. I mean, they were like, they were so close. They weren't right up at the window, but it was a small space, and they all had a rack. Oh my gosh, they were just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And they just were taking their good old time, munching, munching, munching. Uh, really, Gail? Gail said, "It's so strange. I thought I checked YouTube right at the top of the hour for you." Yeah, and I was on time. And she didn't see me. And then 20 minutes later, the notification came in. Devin said yesterday she went to her aunt's 90th birthday party. Oh, God bless her. Happy birthday. Drove over my sis. You drove my sister. Oh, I thought you said you drove over your sister. I drove my sister and our 86-year-old mom down to Calgary. There were 5 of my mom's sisters there. My aunt is the oldest. How sweet is that? My mom's 92, and she has 1 sister left. There's Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Okay, so 1 part hair conditioner, 2 parts cornstarch is the recipe I am using for cloud dough. Oh, in a couple of weeks? That's cool. Oh, it's a 3-hour drive, a 3-hour drive. Do, 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 do. So you left Friday and stayed at your brother's on Friday. Oh, nice. That's nice. Okay, I want to pull out some blue. I'm just going to stick with the powder because I have it right here. It's easy for me to pull out. Let's see. This is called teal. I don't see anything really light. I don't know if we'll see the glitter so much with that, but let's try. Let's try. Let's see. Now, these glitters have a nice little shaky shaker top. I think if I just use the glitter, I'm going to use Lagoon. I'm going to mostly just see the white. Ooh, that glitter is sweet. Hey, Angie Brown. And I'm just going to put a couple little scoops of this in. This is really blue. I thought these spoons were so cute, but I also thought they were bigger. They're really kind of worthless. Kind of worthless. All right, let me get another one of these. And I'm just going to start mixing. Mixing, mixing, mixing. Oh, I see the glitter. Let's have a little more glitter. There's Brenda requesting prayer. Positive vibes. Just submitted my resume and application to schools district here for special needs teacher assistant. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's pray for Brenda right now, okay? Let's just take this opportunity. All right? Dear Lord, we bring our friend Brenda to you. You know who she is. You know what she needs. You know her heart's desire. And Lord, we would just ask for her that you would allow her to have this position to help work in the school district with, I guess, special needs kids and assist the teacher there. And so we're giving her over to you and asking that you would provide for her in a very special way. For it's in your name that we pray. Amen. Brenda, let us know. All right, let's see here. Let's continue to mix. Can you see it's, I don't know that my lighting is working so great this time. This batch seems really dry, but I did have that problem where I did drop a little bit. Let's add a little more. Kimberly Rose, hello. Yes, amen. Just adding a little squirt more of the conditioner because I did drop my little container. This isn't coming together like the others did. And it could be drier because I added not only the powder but the glitter. So let's just see. Oh, it might come together once I start working it if I can. Do you know how soon you might hear something, Brenda? I don't know if this is going to come together, guys. I'm going to add a squirt more. We might be getting into danger zone here, you know, when you go off the grid. It's a beautiful color. I don't know if you guys can tell. Here we go. It's coming together a little bit better now. And this glitter is so fine. She's so fine. Do, 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 do. I am making cloud dough. No clue when I will hear, hoping soon. Okay. This is called cloud dough or cloud clay, and it's just 2 ingredients, cornstarch and hair conditioner. This one's really soft now because I added that extra. This is something you could make if you have any littles in your life and they could play with it, you know, and make stuff. You know, say you don't have any Play-Doh or maybe you don't like the feel of Play-Doh. This is real squishy and kind of silky. Yeah, it does smell nice, Devin. Yeah, it does. Now, there are a lot of different recipes, but this one perked my interest because well, I think it was an Instagram reel that I saw. You know, in the middle of the night when one's not sleeping. And it just looks so soft, and it is. So now Dawn wants me to try to add some glitter. Can you see the glitter? Maybe not, but it does have a little sparkle. All right, so I am going to, being as I have plenty, let's see, what can I, maybe I'll just break it. I'm going to take Now this is much crunchier. Maybe it's starting to dry already. I don't know if I can get any glitter in this. Let's give this one. This is copper. See if I can smoosh that in. Hey, there's Peggy. Hi, Peggy. Good morning. Yeah, it's going in okay. Oh, there's some blue in there too now. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this green. That's not, oh my goodness, I got a hair in there. Woo! The old gray mare keeps losing her hair. Okay, so let's try a little bit of that champagne in the green. Hey, Jen Scraps. Hello, hello. Is this one, did I even have this one ever open? Yeah, there we go. This is the champagne, and this is the Moxie glitter. It's extra fine. I know a lot of folks don't like glitter. This is champagne. All right, let's see if I can get this incorporated. Then I'm going to see if I can do anything with this. Now, like I said, I don't know how long it takes for it to dry. There were some other clays made similar with just 2 ingredients. Said it takes 24 hours for it to dry. I looked at so many things, I don't remember what those ingredients were. But the real, look, now I've got my orange in there. The reel that I watched, they were just making it. They didn't really do anything with it. Jen Wren doesn't like loose glitter. It's very subtle because you can't really see. Yeah, I guess you can't really see. All right, so now I'm going to try just taking a little blob of it and using I just have two little wax seal stamps. And see if I can do anything with it. I don't know. It's going to take a while for it to dry, so I have to get back to you to see, I'll let you see it and see how it works. I just saw the reel late in the, early morning hours, and I thought, oh, I would like to squish that and see how it works. And I knew I had the ingredients. Now, I did look up if you could use glycerin, and you can, but you need to use vinegar and some other stuff. And by the time I saw it was too late for me to go gather up some of those things. So now, like I said, I only have two little wax seal stamps. If I can get them out of my container. I have them in. So I took my small, oh, that one's really little. I took my small cutting board that I got from the dollar store, and I just covered it with some plastic wrap, hoping that this will work. So we'll see. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do redos on this. Let me get this glitter put back and out of the way. Okay. So I've got a bee and a little fern type stampy thing. Peggy, you're so funny. She's getting hubby something to eat. All right, so I'm thinking I only need a little bit if it's going to work at all. May not work. Now, if it dries well, that'd be good. I think that was probably a little too much. Now, it seems to be getting drier. Oh, see? Yeah. It gets hungry when you're watching a video. All right, so I'm flattening that one out a little bit more. I think I fussed around with it a little too much. All right, let's try. Now this one's a little softer. Could have used that bigger B one. Oh, we got trouble. That didn't work. So let's clean that off. I'm wondering if I put this in a little puddle of cornstarch, like you would a cookie cutter. Now, certainly, I think you could roll these out and do cookie cutters. I didn't pull out any cookie cutters. Now, I don't want a lot of powder in there, but I'm putting a little bit of powder in there because I'm thinking I could brush that off, right? After it dries, maybe? Maybe Vaseline the seal? Oh. All right, I'm trying. I don't have any Vaseline out here. That was better. Not great. Now, certainly you can use wax. I did buy wax. I didn't buy anything to melt the wax in, but I did buy it. All right, so this is softer again. Now, the green was stiffer because I added extra. And I wanted to make this. Yeah, that's not. I forgot to dip it. I wanted to make the clay because I wanted to feel it and feel how soft and squishy it was. But then I was thinking in my art and what I do, how would I use it? You know? I think most people would just put roll little pieces and make little shapes and animals or, pieces of fruit or oh, what's her name? It's called cloud dough, Ange. Reach 010113. Oh, you can see a little bit of the glitter. Maybe that one didn't turn out so swell. She makes all kinds of stuff with polymer clay, you know, her stuff is like, whew, really cute. The other thing I was thinking, I've gotten this set, was a Martha Stewart set. It came with this rolly thing, and it's really heavy, like a rolling pin, and it came with a little wheelie cutter and I think a ruler. I'm really not sure what it was for. It was from a thrift shop, and I don't know. I think it said something about making bows, but it didn't have directions, so you know, Lori was lost. So I was wondering if I took a piece of this and rolled it out, maybe I could imprint it with something with like with the little wheelie stamp thing that I have. But see, now it's sticking to everything. So you got to take that into consideration. Let's see, let me get another piece of paper towel here. I gotta watch my time, kids. Yeah, I got time, okay. And the more, hey Shaz, hello, hello. The more powder or cornstarch I have on my fingers, see the drier this is becoming. Probably tin foil might work better too, but I didn't want to have that shiny tin foil. Yeah, this isn't rolling well at all. I didn't want to have that shiny tin foily look on the camera, stress out the camera. All right, let's see if I can. Now this is much more pliable. So you got to powder it. You got to powder it every time, I guess. And I'm not really a baker or a cookie maker or any of that jazz. Oh, buttons would be cute, Jen. I wonder if I could stick a button in there and get it, pick it out without destroying the image. Yeah, this just isn't working. I thought it would work because that surface is so nice and slick. All right, let me get my little wheelie thing first. Let's see, it's back here. Oh, there go my brushes. I have these Jane Davenport brushes with the magnets in the end, and I have them hanging there, but they've come undone. Now that's really thick. Way thick. So this is just my little cutting mat from the dollar store. And I covered it with some saran type wrap. Yeah, take a little break, Ange. I don't know, Devin. It wasn't on the video that I watched, so I have to get back to you on that. I don't know. I've looked at other recipes that were similar, but um, not with the hair conditioner, and they said 24 hours. So I'm not sure. But see, like this one, the green one, I put more of the cornstarch in because it was so wet. That seems like it's really starting to dry out already. So I don't know. I'm gonna switch this little wheelie thing. They look like tire tracks. I'm gonna try the little leaves. Not great. So this might just be good for making shapes. See, the more you work with it, the drier it gets. Actually, I'm a little disappointed. I thought it would stay softer longer. The more you play with it, though, the more it kinda gets a little bit of its pliableness back. Yeah, that's not really working. You know, you get ideas and you just don't know until you try. Maybe I need to start adding cornstarch to my hair to control the frizzy from the humidity. That's an idea. Yeah, I think you could always add back a drop of conditioner. But see, just working it in my fingers, it's okay. It just maybe it's not good to use it the way that I want to use it. You know, I was just thinking, how could I use it in, say, a journal or a cluster, you know, to add it to a cluster. Let's try some of this blue again. Blue again, blue again. Now, there is one that you can do with glycerin, and I said earlier, some of you may have not been here. There's one called cold porcelain clay that you can make. No idea what that's about, but that sounds very interesting to me. Has anybody ever made that? Oh, a silicone mold. Dawn, that's a great idea. I have a couple of those here. I wonder if I'll be able to pull it out. Good thinking, Dawn. Oh, I wish I knew your middle name. I could call you Dawn Marie or whatever. Okay. I mean, it's okay. And if it dries pretty good, I could use a chunk of it in something. Let's see if I can get it to not the right spot on the camera. Got a shadow. Can you kind of see? There you go. Then you could peel it out. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I've got silicones right here in my nifty little spinny bin. I just have to see what pocket. What pocket then? Bum, 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 bum. Never would have thought of these. Never and never and never. They're really many. Many, 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 many. I think sometimes you got a lot of ideas. Boy, this would be nice, huh? Let me grab a brush. Let's see. Where do I have kind of a, let's see. Let's try this. This is more like a mop type brush. I'm going to just dust my mold here. And let's take a big old wad of the green. Now I'm going to work this a little bit and see if I can soften it back up a little bit. We're working, we're working, 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 working. I didn't think I'd be doing this long. We're working, we're working. Oh, I have glittery hands now. Love it. Great minds. Great minds think alike. Or at the very least, it makes us feel better about each other and ourselves. Playing with clay is relaxing. But see, I want to be able to do stuff, you know, like Reach 013 0113 does. because her stuff is like, but she uses, I'm sure, polymer. All right, let's move that out. Let's move that out the way. Now this still is not, but I think if you have it too soft, it's not gonna come out of the mold, right? Okay, let's try. Let's try. I can always do it. Yeah, if it does dry hard and then you could paint them, that's certainly an aspect, but the thing I'm curious about is if they'll crack once they dry. You know how some of that stuff gets all cracky and crumbly? I mean, the people that do the wax molds, they must know something we don't know, right? All right, so I flipped it over because I want to give it a good press. Houston, I think we got a problem. Devin, I can hear your little voice saying, "Oh no." Wait a minute. Well, if I didn't skid my finger, that would have worked. I know it clears up at some point. So see, this is tough. Oh, I love silly putty, Ange. Okay, so let me try the softer stuff. Let's try. Let's get some of this green jazz out of here. I don't even really care about that, right? I don't want to dampen it. So I'm going to get more powder on my brush, powder it up again. Yeah, I guess I could make a difference. I do have the ceiling fan on, so it's comfortable. And our air conditioner is on. We set it to be at 73, so I'm comfortable. It is been very damp and muggy here. Of course, the air conditioner, takes care of that mugginess. All right, let's try. I don't think I have enough of this to do the big flower. Let's try, and maybe I need to leave it sit a little bit. I know, right, Kia? I mean, it is so okay, what did Devin say? It is so oppressive. Yeah, we put glitter in, Judy. You might have been getting your breakfast. Stick to 2 holes. Stick 2 holes in it and make a button. Oh, that's an idea too. Crazy how silly putty kept me busy for hours and how a day can't hold a yeah, because 'cause they're used to a lot different things now, I guess. You have Canadian smoke again too? Yeah, I think Judy O said they do too, right? I know somebody else said. Okay, so let's try squishing that down. Huh, that kinda didn't work. I'm gonna do that one again. I think I'm gonna wait. I was thinking that maybe pressing in and letting it sit. Dawn, we really are on the same wavelength. I was thinking the same thing. Okay, so let's press this one in and let's give it a minute. Let's just give it a minute. Now I'm going to start working this orange again. Now you'll have to let me know if you try this, how you find it to be, and if you are successful in using it in any way. Now, there's some that you can make with glue too that makes kind of what they call slime. So that might be interesting to see how that works. You know, resin is expensive, and I bought the quick set resin. I've got a bottle sitting back here. I haven't used it because I can't get it to dry. It dries almost completely, but it still has a tacky touch to it, even under a UV light. So my son-in-law said you could really put it out on a very sunny day, and of course, I haven't tried that yet. Um, so I don't know. I think this will be enough. And I think I did brush that. So, all right. Now, while we let those sit a minute, let me get a big old button. Big old button. It's got a ridge. Mm, I mean, these really aren't very good. Actually, that bee's not too bad. I don't think this is enough to see. Now this is getting a little more crumbly, but as I work it, it does soften up. But I was thinking this would stay together better because, Play-Doh, as it gets older and dries out, that gets crumbly and it just makes a mess. My mom would not let us play with it because we always made crumbs and it got in the carpet and she just wasn't into it. She just wasn't into it. All right, let's see. So let's just take a little chunky of this. Can you see my little workboard here? Of course, I've got enough stored in these. I like my nails, but this is not a clay working set of nails. These are a little too long for this stuff here, this jazz. All right, let's see here. What if I use it like a cookie cutter? Punch it all the way through. For the life of me, I still can't find that gray foam that Simon Says puts out that you can put imprints in. Gil says, "Oh my gosh, Play-Doh crumbs. Back in the day, when my son was a little guy, there was, yep, shag carpet everywhere. It was awful. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, Play-Doh at the park. That's cool. Yeah, my daughter's just got like tile or linoleum floors, so it's not a big deal. We had carpet everywhere back in the day. Shaz says K557 a few years ago, she cut her hair chin length. I guess they're talking about they're talking about the no frizz. Undo knots, fingers, starting at the top, working to the ends. Good idea, Dawn. Yeah, they play with it on picnic tables. Yeah, that is a good idea. All right, let's see. This has been sitting a little while. Uh, it's better, but not super great. Now I could take a knife, and go in there and trim off those little leaves, little, not leaves, petals. Okay, this is the bigger one. And probably if you left it set longer, you'd be more successful as the clay starts to dry. This mold is really not very flexible, and I don't want to do what I did last time and like skid my finger across it. Oh, that that's an idea too, Dawn. Oh, that's a little better. I don't think I'm going to get it off of this button. This is real crumbly now. Okay, so let me tell you that we're visiting this facility yesterday, and the waiting area was huge. Almost looked like oh, that's not small enough. It almost looked like a lodge in the Poconos. Big space, big fireplace, and absolutely quiet. The gentleman who greeted us and left us in, I'm just taking a pin and going, "Ring, ring, ring, ring," making the holes. And so he started humming. And my husband says, "Are you ready for this? Boy, you need some music in here." And this gentleman said, "Well, I'm going to try not to take offense to that." So I said to my husband later, way to bust on the guy. He's like, "I didn't bust on him. It just was so quiet in there." I mean, it was. It was like deafening. You know how sometimes it's something so quiet it's almost deafening. This poor guy. And he really was humming quite well. Yeah, I don't think because I'm really gonna scoot, guys, because we've got to get ourselves in order and get rolling again today. So yeah, this is too soft. So I might try the freezer. This just made a real mess here. And I think I might try putting it in the molds and leaving it, um, dry a little bit more where it's still not pliable, and maybe it'll come out. So I'll have to get back to you. I'll put something on my once I see how it dries and such. I'll um I'll put a note on my community tab, tell you how I made out. And I can post pictures there too. But yeah, this is definitely too dry. So I don't think it was an epic fail, but it's not working as nicely as I thought. So we'll just see. But it is fun to squish it. But I liked it better when it was first made because it squished a lot easier and it didn't really, it's not really cracking. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's different. Let me know if you try it. And it could be that because I used, the pigment powder, I didn't use a liquid coloring, but certainly for the amount of ingredients that you use and the cost, I mean, I don't think cornstarch is real expensive, and I don't know, look at the size of this Suave, conditioner. I think, we paid a couple bucks for that. You can pick that stuff up in the dollar store. So, it's something fun. I mean, Play-Doh can be expensive. So if you got some littles coming and you just want to do a little experiment with them, it's kind of fun. And then when they're done with it, throw it away. It's not, you don't have a whole lot invested. But I think you can save this, like in a Ziploc bag. But there again, you just have to test it and experiment. Now, I really wanna try making some slime type stuff. Now, that may be where it's never supposed to dry, but I think you make that with, glue. Has anybody made slime? Yes, Jen, I remember that, and I saw that recipe too when I was looking this up. Salt, I think water, and flour. Yeah, but this has a really nice texture to it, if I'm honest. But there you have it. Okay, guys, I don't know when I'll be on next again. It might not be till Thursday. I don't think I have a pop-up, impromptu pop-up in me right now. Kelsey knows she hasn't made slime, but no, it's not supposed to get solid. Yeah. But see, I also saw a recipe for, and I didn't look at the recipe, I just saw it come up for a bouncy ball. You know how you would get those clear bouncy balls? Oh, glue and borax. Oh, yeah, I don't have that. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope to see you definitely Thursday. Um, we'll just see how the week goes. I hope y'all have a great week. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I think Tanya will be on, and her name just left me. Xandra will be on, and I know there's probably some other gals. Yeah, Super Bowl. Can you imagine, Judy? You can make your own Super Bowl? That's just like crazy to me. And of course, Murray will be on a little later. And if you're so inclined, the Phillies will be on. Mostly you don't get the Phillies, I don't think. I just teasing. Thanks again for joining me. And if you think about Brenda, 3G Brenda, 3A Brenda, I don't know. I don't remember the first things. She's got her application in for a job she'd really like to have. So if you think of her, send her some prayers and some good vibes. That would be wonderful. So I'm going to take off, and I hope to see y'all soon. Don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. Okay, Ange, bye-bye.